Now, Sticker, before you release the next song, let me ask Yaw Berk here one question. Yeah, and you might Bobo, you releasing it a band. That band are releasing you.
Good morning. I'm Dick and Chav rapping and my big brother somewhere around. Che, boss, I don't really know your name, but
Spider-Man.
So, Spider-Man, yeah. Timeka said Never Stay Down There. It was released like 2018. Okay. No, 2019, beginning of 2019, January 31st.
Okay.
Never Stay Down, off Highly Spiritual Music.
Good.
But the second record now, which is Mecca, I featured Kositadi. That was MTN Hitmaker 5 around 2017. So it's a song, it wasn't on any label, so it's something previous.
Okay. So they are not recent songs?
No, please. No.
But Uti Moon Seminole, T and Seminar, can I say recent in seminar? Okay, can because of his and Sembia and none I'm around.
So share me records card and say to me, I don't use Bono again, like I don't use it often again.
Okay.
So per this one it was Bono, and those times I used to rap in Bono, so you can see that it's long.
And because meeting I said Bob man for year I said
someone like you always okay, like if something you go always okay. So this song will clarify
in advance.
You get it, yeah.
Hey, Prophet Yaw Berk. Let's enjoy more. You come back to start talking. Alright, so great tunes coming from Yaw Berk. Yaw, now my name so hits Etchisha Hosa. They be independent lady, you know, Koana 8 years. Sawa Paki. But man for to see our free, highly spiritual and day. This will be the end of your journey. Yes.
Yamin Kebi.
Nyame de on kind, but omo moving no mu shaky no. Almost say at this time we're free, highly spiritual. On kawanun to me dear. This might be the end of the road for you.
Oh, Papa Samba, men can't show. Me the man of the macantum sense. Man of them sa din. Bibi ne happen and ma. Oh, when say nipa de oh na say before kakebi etacho na one year vim no intimi and holding. It ma will explode and then you say some stuffs of God. So I think it's not say me be man no make no. I don't do this for fun. There's something and my life depends on it. I left education and everything for this, so I won't just go about saying what I don't know or
But then it's already in the news that you started all these talks here and there. That especially when you said you've been sleeping in the studio of bed bags and all that.
Okay, so it's like that video that went viral trending. I'll say the video showed only my part of the story. So basically, I accept it. If anybody who is not into, the issue, who doesn't know the intel of the issue, says like whatever he or she wants to say, because that video showed only my part.
Okay.
But wait, let's see. This is what happened. I started promoting my new single, which is Armed Robber. I went to GH1. I went to Metro. I went to Xylophone TV. I went to your TV station, and I never said any bedbags thing. It never came on board.
Okay.
Till I went to OKFM. And what happened was that, okay, so why did you leave Highly Spiritual? Oh, it was a mutual agreement. I wanted to push my songs far, and I think this investor can help. You guys should solve it. I don't know what happened, Yawa. So I had to drop the song. The song they can't be there because I've had only 2 songs in 2 years. My fans, no, they can't be waiting like that. So after saying all of this, they called him on phone into the interview.
They called Kaywa?
Yes, my boss, my previous boss. And he was like, yeah. So they asked him like, what's wrong? Why the boy left the label? How is it? He was like, oh, he gave him own to God. If I say, help me, blah, blah, blah. Now I was the one living with him, constantly benefiting. So the presenter took questions from his statement that, oh, he's saying you slept with him, you were the one constantly benefiting. So where were you staying? I had to just answer a question. I was just, an honest person who answered the question. And he continued. So why did you leave the studio? Was it because you wanted to leave the label? I was like, no, it wasn't because of that. I was still there. I had intentions of that, making plans and everything, but I was still there. Because I worked there. I loved there. I went to stay there. You get it? So I'll never say anything negative, but I just answered why I left the studio. The man maybe, they stayed the studio there for like a whole day. So I'm not saying this to disgrace him or tarnish his image. It might be from me.
When you say
I just said,
when you say he doesn't stay in the studio
247,
that is where he works. So where does he stay?
Oh, he's a busy man. You know, Kaywa be big man. He be busy man. So if he come, maybe in the morning, work like some 2 hours, and the next thing you see is a meeting or something. He goes. You see. So we were in the studio seeing what is going on and blah blah. So it's not like I just went and said what will tarnish a big man like Kaywa. No, I don't do that.
So if it hadn't been the question from OKFM,
yes,
you were not talking about that. And until Kaywa came to say all these things,
yes,
you were silent on that.
I was silent because I just want my work to go out there. That's what I want to do, because 2 songs in 2 years, nah, that's not like.
Okay, his name is Yaw Berk. Let me officially start the interview and again introduce you to be part of this. If you have any question, I know fans of Yaw Berk are also listening. Same way, fans of Highly Spiritual and Kaywa, they are also listening, and you guys can be part of this convo on Twitter at Xylophone1021. Remember, we're still working with the hashtag Showbiz Agenda, which is trending at #1 at the moment in Ghana. No two ways about that. You can still be part of this. Yaw Berk, let's start talking. How many years contract did you sign with Highly Spiritual?
Okay, so I was supposed to be on Highly Spiritual Music for 5 years.
5 years?
Yeah, which started after I merged third in MTN Hitmaker 6 in 2017. Oh yeah, ending 2017. Yeah. So,
and at the time you were signing the contract, were you aware that you were going to be on the label with other artists?
Okay, so later on, after he spoke to me, I'll talk for myself first. Later he spoke to me, we should work right now. Oh, Charlie, after this competition, I say, yo, you boss up. Let's look sharp and put some stuff together and put it out there and all of that. So we went and right now, like, a lot of people are also on board.
Let's get the answer straight so that we don't confuse the listeners.
At
the time you were signing your contract,
sure,
were you told that you were going to be on the label with others?
The time I was signing my contract in his house, we were 6 other artists in the house signing the same time, so we were all there.
So you knew?
Yeah.
And it was agreed that there will be a time for promotion for each other.
It wasn't stated in the contract. It wasn't briefed in the contract.
Because according to a story I've read from Kaywa, you have been impatient.
Okay.
Instead of you to wait, maybe they decided. I even hear that when you guys were signing the contract, it was agreed that the ladies would be pushed first. And still, you did not agree to that point where ladies would be pushed first.
My big brother, this is business. Like, if it's like we are just there and my big brother, he say, oh, I want to help you. So the only how about 50 Ghana be enough for travel with you? That's different. 60-40 agreement. So if I do a record and I feel like it's not like even I feel like artists you for release every quarter, like 4 months for release like 3 songs. If I go, how consistent can you be if you don't have songs going outside there? So no, it's not like I was being impatient, but that's my work. I don't do anything else. I'll be idle if I'm not doing it.
Yeah, he's saying you are being impatient because it was something that was agreed among you. That okay, the ladies have to come first. But at that time you did not agree. They said no problem.
Yeah.
Let Yaw Berk come
one
first.
Lady, Rachel Blooper was the lady amongst us.
Yeah. And they agreed, they put yours out first. It started working well for you. When it was time for the others to also go out, they said no, you still won't agree.
It's a false message. I wasn't the only one released first. I was released with Mr. Drew. Give Me Love. Yeah, so we went together like that. Creamy came the next day. That's it. So it's not like I wanted mine first and blah blah blah. No, but in all, it's work. We have to work. I can't be an idle man. That's not who I am. Yeah.
So that was the only issue that brought the supposed confusion.
Yeah, sure.
And this could have been solved. Who was your manager then? Who was your direct manager then?
I would say our CEO had like a couple of people working for him as well, like our manager. So I can't pinpoint, like I had my personal manager, like every day I'll be working with Mr. Covey. No, I didn't have. It was some 3 men who put infos on our WhatsApp platform. Oh, you people should go here. Because as I then like I said, we dropped 3 songs in a row. Independent Lady, Mr. Drew, Give Me Love, and Creamy The Day Came. So we were all going at the same pace. Like if he's supposed to be here, as I'm supposed to be on a different show elsewhere, so we go together. So they will just put it on the platform. Charlie, make you people go. Car will come, pick we, blah blah. We just go, they come.
See, and is it also true that whilst you were on the label, you released your own songs without the label's approval?
I won't say they were songs. An artist is entitled to do freestyles when he feels like. Every artist. So what if I had come like on live, playing a beat, a new beat, singing a new lines or some new lines to it? You say then that's a song too. I've dropped a song too, right? Yeah, if I do something like that, it's not like I've dropped a song. If I've put in a song on my personal iTunes, my personal YouTube, and then I put it out, it means I've gone behind the label. Yeah.
So are you debunking that information that you release songs on your own?
No, it's not true. Kaywa, I did freestyles to be posted on my IG page, and that is meant to be done. That one is for artists.
So you mean Kaywa is telling lies?
No, I'm not saying Kaywa is telling
lies. No, that is what he said.
How?
In an interview on Rainbow Radio, he said that you were releasing songs without the label's approval.
He should have give like names so like we can Google or search and see like.
You mean he should have named the songs you released?
I released without his notice, and
it is obvious. It is not Kaywa you have an issue with, but the work.
I don't have issues with anybody.
Honestly. No, what I mean is you don't have an issue based on what you are talking about here. You were having issues with how work was being done.
Yeah.
So why were you not talking to him when you slept?
Oh, we complained.
Wait. Why were you not talking to him when you slept in the studio and you realized there were bed bugs? Why didn't you tell him that, officer? Maybe that studio. Why didn't you tell him that?
Upon this career I have that God has given to me, I'll never lie on it. We spoke to him about it. Yeah.
You told him?
Yes. And he had plans.
Did he share the plans with you?
No. Oh, we'll work on it. We'll do. You get it. It's like your boss will say, okay, yeah, I got it in mind. We'll do it. You have to wait. And us going on prolonging, me now left. It's not like.
So how long did you suffer the bedbugs in the studio?
Charlie, big bro, could just forget this.
No, we will forget it. In fact, we are here today. It is my desire that today we cancel every issue.
Yeah, sure.
We have spoken to Kaywa. All things before we see how we will settle this.
I personally apologize for my choice of words. Maybe it was due to anger and all of that. I know people, some hate me. Some like me because of this. Don't like me, don't hate me. Just because you don't know the issue. You don't know how it is. But I just apologize to everyone who feels offended.
Have you called him personally to apologize?
My people called him.
No, you has Yaw Berk.
I'll go there and to get to the apex of my promotion, armed robber. And when that is settled, I'll go personally to meet him and
So it means the apology is not a priority to you.
Oh, it's there.
You want to do other things, and when you feel like you want to do it.
Oh no, please. No, please don't say that. Like I wouldn't have been able to honor your call to come here. Yeah. You see, so it's like that. If I'm from here, I should go to a different place, and I can't let anybody down. I need to just finish all of that, and then.
Have you also been affected by some statements coming from Kaywa? For instance, this morning, if you go on to YouTube, for instance, there are stories there from some people. In fact, I was just going around and I saw some notification from people that reads, one especially from ZionFelix.com reads that Yaw Berk doesn't bath for a week. He's arrogant and disrespectful. Have you also has your image been affected when you are being told that you don't bath, you have bad body odor and all those things?
Okay, so I feel like no matter how it is, whether you've done something or you've done something bad or good, they will still talk about you. It's a normal thing. They will talk about you. Me, I'm just glad it didn't come from like the work side. If he had said I'm not good, I'm not talented, my songs no they be, like that one go really worry me. My body odor there, I go feel bath then, Charlie. We'll get through it. Yeah, we'll be street boys. Yeah, we'll be street boys.
But is it not going to affect your image? Maybe fine boy, the girls them are lover, and now Charlie, the girls them are lover. If a girl is seen walking with you, about you, Yaw Berk and homeborn and then I'm
so that's what I'm saying. Right now, if God blesses us and we can buy cologne, somebody go meet with them and say, right now the boy they feel buy cologne, like in body they smell good. And that be all. I know. If you leave me, girl, what
about so finally, have you cancelled the contract? Have you exited?
Okay, so this is how it was. Like after I met Inner Heights, the man who is trying to help me put stuffs out, I made him.
Another man is in to help you.
That was what brought up this whole thing on. We know the fee move. I have to wait, make your songs drop, Mr. Drew drop, Creamy drop.
Right,
so
sure.
if it's going to be a year before it gets to my turn, I should be there because finances no day. So what did we do? Me, I decided to get somebody on board with he get Kakra way to go fee help Kakra. If we highly spiritual will take the records and he will take the promotion. That was the idea I told my people. Like, so go see Kaywa. Me myself there, I no go fit talk to him. So go see him, try solve that one with him, and then we can take the next step. And they were like, the man demanded some amount where they don't feel like they will be able to pay.
The man demanded an amount from who?
Them, the people who were willing to come on board to help. Like, it seems they wanted to take me away.
Stop using the man. Let's know who you are talking about, because you said you brought someone in there to come and help, and he said
so
the man.
I brought Inner Heights Entertainment to talk to highly spiritual music, and it seems it didn't go like amicable.
So you mean the one who demanded the money
highly
is
spiritual?
Kaywa?
Yeah, highly spiritual demanded.
Why don't you want to mention Kaywa's name anymore?
Oh, I want to Kaywa. He be my boss. I be my old boss. My godfather with that.
Because I'm observing that. I said, the man. You don't want to even mention his name.
No, be so.
Okay.
No, be so.
For the purpose of understanding your narration.
Okay.
Let's
all right,
be.
So Kaywa. According to Inner Heights boss, Kaywa demanded some amount that is outrageous for him. So he feels like no, he can't do it. I should rather talk to him like father and son. Charlie, Papa saying that the nakoyo, even if you can lease me off, let me work faster or harder, try and maybe pay the amount you asked for. But it still didn't get to his head. Like he still didn't like it. So the people were like, no, then I can't handle you with issues like carrying you. You have issues. I can't. So I will not do it again, Seth. So the man, I don't even have a contract with him. Inner Heights Entertainment, I don't have. But they shot armed robber and everything. So you see clearly they want to help. You see, after that chance blown away, they say no, they no go do. I had to put the record out. So I put the record out, and maybe that's why Kaywa got offended. I'll feel some way too. You get it? So I'm very sorry.
Why didn't you rather start the conversation with Kaywa?
Yeah, I want to see him first. Before the people came into the picture, that boss, everything they go on, as he say they be a seminar and blah blah blah. So I get these people they want to help, so I go make them come see you. That was the combo, and he was like, okay, I shouldn't even use his records like independent lady and stuff. Make I not go interview self for now. Make the people come see him before.
When you told him that,
yes.
That was the first response that came from him.
I went with my PA, my brother. That was
what he said. After telling him don't go for any interview again.
I was like, how should I even say it? The barrier, don't cross the side.
Was he angry at that time?
I can't say he was, but he seemed angry. Yeah. I don't know his emotions, but
were you having issues with him by then?
Issues were there. Not with him personally. Me, if I have issues with you in my work, it means, Charlie, I'm not getting it how it's supposed to be done. At least, even if we can't do it to perfection, we all gather heads. Charlie, you show some Moscow, where they in China, be here next week. But no, if you leave me in the dark, be like, Charlie, train. I say, we go to wedge. No, I don't go fit take that. That's how, yeah. So could it be that because there were issues before, that is why he also did not respond favorably to that request? I think so.
Maybe he felt you want to leave. Maybe you have even gone to the people to come and pick you out of.
That probably does.
How much money did he demand from them? Did Kaywa demand from them?
According to the people, he demanded 50K.
Cedis or dollars?
50K cedis, which is 500 million. Yeah.
So that
doesn't until
the 50K was what? The money to buy you out of the contract.
Buy me off. So the people were like, hey, Charlie, na promo crying you shoot him robber and see 50K yeah, the man here didn't go promo na monko solve myself. So the man also backslided. When
you were signed, were you given any goodwill money? Like some people before they even hit the road, they are giving some front money called the goodwill. Were you giving something like that?
I don't have anything to show. I don't lie to you. I don't lie upon my career. Like I wouldn't be here saying all of this.
Nothing was given to you.
I don't have. I mean, ni bibi meet me so much as I bow in put sign me no.
But say when your paper.
Independent lady, I'll be a man.
Alright, so one of his hit songs at the background, that is the Independent Lady Yaw Berk. We are about to listen to his new one, and I believe that is why we have gathered here this morning. But then I have some fears for Yaw Berk that Kaywa is a friend to almost all the industry people, and you are virtually new in the business. Is this going to augur well for your future? Are you scared that people are going to sabotage you and all that because of these issues here and there?
I'll say I apologize once again. Anybody who's close to Kaywa, I know he's an industry guru, so I'm not doing this for fun. So anybody who is close to him, I sincerely and humbly apologize for my choice of words. But maybe I was so caught up in my feelings and what I've been through to have let it out. This just spotted me. But going forward, if you know that what you are saying or what you have been through is true, fear there, do I know they need though? Yamin can't be. God is the master. Wherever we all go, God. And one thing, ungratefulness happens when you've made it big and you don't pay homage to your upbringer, like somebody who brought you up. So far as right now, I can't even hold me myself properly. When I am able to hold myself and Ghanaians will see, I'll never make them feel like I'm ungrateful. They will see how grateful I am. Maybe I just don't have it now, that's why.
And are you also safe legally? Maybe if you've not exited the contract, well, Kaywa can take you on
right
to court.
I'm off. That was last 2-3 days on hits with Andy Dusty. He clarified that he has allowed. So
is that on paper or just orally?
The paper and Kasaka. We shouldn't even go there. As he said, he has allowed there. I know.
No. Did he say that on?
We will do
is that on paper?
We'll do that.
Because for legal means, you cannot just say it was said on radio, so that will be all.
Sure.
It can be used against you anywhere. So if really you think it has been abrogated, then I would even advise or suggest that you look for some elders around you. So you go get the paper and your sign, so that in the future when Yaw Berk is big, someone will not say you still have 5 years to serve for me and you are not doing it.
Sure.
This would be my suggestion though.
Thank you.
So you've apologized to Kaywa and everything now is okay.
Sure, sir.
Thank you. Now what is the new song? I'm Drubber, please. Stealing what?
A lady's hat, these guys then come. The girl they do shakara small or then you ball. They don't find means and ways to steal the girl. Like you see every day they call the girl FaceTime, they send them text and things like just unnecessary stuff to just get the girl. Yeah, and that's what the song says.
I see. And who produced this?
I was produced by Street Beat.
Okay.
Street Beat, one of the biggest engineers.
When did you finish? When did you complete this song?
You want to clarify?
I want to clarify something. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm Robber was recorded around May.
When you were still under the contract?
I was still with Highly Spiritual.
Was your boss aware you were doing this song?
We were allowed to meet producers and work because you see, as I said, he's a big man. He has a lot on his hands. He goes up and down. So he doesn't mean like this. I don't even have a song from Kaywa. He never played a beat for me.
Kaywa never played a beat for you?
No, I don't get song from him.
But the rest of the artists, they have songs from him?
Oh, don't take it there. I'm just saying he was busy, you see.
No, what I mean is...
yeah, some of them have. Mr.
The way you are saying you don't have...
Me, I don't.
Is it with all of them or you alone?
Oh, the rest of them. Mr. Drew have Give Me Love, Sima Jolie, produced by Kaywa. Creamy's a beat god. But the second one, he just released a new one, Toffee, produced by Kaywa. Who else? Kenmaga don't have Kaywa. Yeah, so probably me, Kenmaga, and your songs have, and Rachel Blue. We take, productions with Sam Snake.
So when you were going to do this with the...
It was just a normal, rational day.
You did not inform your boss before?
Oh no, he allows us on that. You can work with producers, you bring it, so he listen, oh, is it nice? He mix and master, so we put it out. That's how. So I just did a random song with Street Beat, and when the time was due, when the new people, Inner Heights came on board, they felt like we should release this. So it's just a song, like a song.
So you never introduced the song to your boss, your former boss as well?
Oh no, please. Yeah, because me and Drew the anchor.
Was it a joint action by you and Rachel Blue and those who have left the
No,
label?
please. Everybody had his or her intentions or her pains like inside buried. So I can't say for any of them. Yeah.
Is Kaywa a bad person?
No, please. Nah,
he's not.
No, please.
So why don't you want to be with a good man?
Being with a good man, I'm being with a good man because I want to work. But if I'm with a good man and I'm not working, me to my part is not fulfilled. That's it. Yeah.
So a good man without works.
No.
Is he still a good man?
He's still a good man. Maybe the capacity, we should all understand, you see. So I have to make way for the workload to be smaller, so at least the rest of the boys on right now can get that,
So are you now going to sign with Inner Heights?
I've not signed yet.
Are you going to?
I will. Only if I get what I want, like as an artist to really work hard. Like, yeah. Because right now I've known how the contract thing works because first need anymore.
The paper money in there so
right now if we do for Redam J.
But I have also heard that artists also don't go by what is on the contract. They also would live their lives anyway, anyhow.
No, that depends only if the management or the label is not watching you. That's when you can live anyhow. Yeah, if the label is not watching you, you can do your own thing. That's how come artists can go and play shows without their managers knowing because got eye for in top.
Did you make some money whilst you were under Highly Spiritual? Did you make some money for the label?
For the label, I would say Independent Lady has like 54,000 views on YouTube, which is on Highly Spiritual Music's page. So probably if they start getting their revenues, it will come to them.
Okay.
iTunes, I know probably I've sold Independent Lady. I'm not saying it's big, but people know the song. So at least my SoundCloud selling 130,000 plays. So it means iTunes can sell more. Yeah. So probably they are getting money.
Did you play shows? Commercial shows?
No commercial shows actually. The only commercial show I did was on TV3. Was it big music? Yeah.
And you were paid that one?
Shows, Legon.
Were you paid for those shows?
I not gonna know because the person who goes with us, we go with someone.
You didn't know whether the show you were going to play was paid for or not?
No, they won't tell you.
How?
No, they won't tell you. Like I said, management will just put it on the platform. Today, people get show before Legon, then artwork it go drop. Artwork go drop, then we just go post them and then.
No, I'm asking whether you were paid because you said you had 60-40 contract.
Yeah.
So you had the right to ask, okay, so what is in it for us?
I remember there was one day that I wanted to know about how my iTunes is doing with Independent Lady and nobody gave me any answers. So I felt like, okay, maybe make we just hope it go happen. I didn't ask any more questions about money or whatever it is. I just did my part when I have to do it. And I have to perform, I'll go, no yawa. Even if it takes me to get my own clothes and stuff. I sometimes did that.
You bought your own clothes for shows?
Sometimes did that. I don't lie, yeah.
Do you regret your days there?
No. It was a process. I learned. I've learned and it made me stronger and I just appreciate everything, you see. Yeah.
Okay. Robert, let's listen to it. Yaw Berk is still here. I have some 1 or 2 tweets I'll be reading. You can still share yours with us at Xylophone 1021 #Showbiz Agenda. Let me still read them for you. Yaw Berk is still here, your superstar. Something beautiful coming from Yaw Berk. It is called Robert. Street Beats production here on Showbiz Agenda, Xylophone FM. I believe this song is out now. Yaw Berk obviously would have started his own channels and I remember. So see, they are independent artist. And I call YouTuber Yaw Berk channel no din design.
Yaw Berk.
Yaw Berk na BERK.
Yes, please.
And that is all.
That's right.
And on the audio platform,
iTunes, Spotify is everywhere. Like the song is everywhere. Okono search Yaw Berk and you get it.
Now Inner Heights for now, my bet my to Jumano so obotum bet me. I love that. Okay, let's wrap up with my panel members. Any advice, any contribution to this? Our time is up though.
Yes.
Mr. Shay.
Pastor, I
Yes,
I
boss.
just want a little. I want to put across some little advice from my brother. Now we are in a country, or we are in a space where we term confidence as arrogance, and I know a lot of people are going through similar situations where you are. They want to come out to talk, but they can't. But no, when you have courage now, I understand his point of view. There's pain somewhere. Ghana ha no say bibi how na o kire wadwen o kaka kire bi so mu ade and now you say o hye wo pan o e be say o hye wa so me I like his confidence say wetin about Bonte because he's speaking for a lot of people out there who can speak and call for assign call for omo to omo nya hwemu all the name of contract omo bre. So for him to come out, I think it's a lesson to investors out there and young act out there. He's not being arrogant. Nobody should say that. But then again, we are in a space where the industry is full of emotions. I've not been in the industry for long, but that's how I have seen. Last time, I don't know if you can testify. People place emotions to matters that are serious.
Yeah.
Instead of us to address issue, emotions, meaning way, Kaywa is a big industry player. So we say, let's address issue as it is. And that's the way forward. Let's look at the bigger picture. Not because say Kaywa a boss in Tino Kasa, fine, I saw to me boy idea. But when there's a problem and you need to come out and address it. But be very careful about it because it can be shaky sometimes. Now, education. Now, if you think education is expensive, try ignorance. If you think education is expensive, try what? Ignorance. Contract, and also and it's also an advice to young acts out there. Contract, don't see say what should be underground contract by you won't even read, then you sign. And people are also doing that. Apart from the fact say you are talented, you can sing, you can enter the booth, and make sure you educate yourself, learn about the craft. When your time I won't studio, go to the internet. What are some of the things I can learn about contracts? So, me contractor, how do I work with contract? How do I work with investors? Let's equip ourselves with all this knowledge, so that in the near future, this year out here, I say you don't even know 60-40, but Okobosho Legonde, honey, the artwork I send Okobosho no. Whether say be say 40% and 60%, what they call account when I say uncle. Yes, you did there for what you say about him. Once the growing. So this is a big advice out there. Let's learn about the craft, not just about the music. And to investors, not just the fun of it. Let's invest in the guys. And Kaywa did the big mistake of signing a lot of artists on his record label. Just a way, if so, what you mean, I sign on my fine, then get investors to help you.
According to Kaywa, he had his plan, just that the plan failed, which is normal. Sometimes you can have some good plans on paper, but in its execution,
exactly. And so that is so it has affected Rachel and the likes of Beck. So if they come out to speak, then Kaywa shouldn't be furious about it because your plans failed you and it has affected the artist. He said, "Yeah, one time we're screaming, oh, I love your Beck, I love Rachel Blue." Then because what they fail, we should also what should we also tell them?
Okay, thank you for your advice, Mr. Che. Yes, Chief. Pachom your money quick. Your time as why.
Che, Komadoda. Komadoda open opportunity. Ideas any footwear now man the ideal. That's the ideal situation. But if you have been in the shoes of an artist who is looking for opportunity to blow, almost anything is doable. Sometimes.
No, so that shouldn't be the practice.
I'm coming.
That shouldn't be the practice.
Yes, it shouldn't be the. No, I'm coming.
That is ideal. No.
I'm coming. It shouldn't be the practice. But this scenario or this situation this young man finds himself is not going away today or not tomorrow. Believe you me, when you are looking for opportunity, the fine print on the paper, you do see them. But what you are looking for is an opportunity. So the ideal situation is what you're talking about. You're talking about an industry where there are no investors. Where there are no investors. So is it quite honestly, sometimes people are willing to buy the bullet a little bit for their shine. I think in all this, my young brother, if there's anything to gain, the story is traveling. Now attention is being drawn to him, and he stands to move on from there. Look, in any profession, be it a hairdressing, featuring or whatever, you go to apprentice. Some who even go to learn tailoring or seamstressing, some go to apprentice for 4 years. Maybe for the first 1 year, they will wash the madam or the master's clothing, so they will not even touch a needle or thread. Before they will introduce you to sewing a button, so that they spread the time evenly. Then you learn small. So sometimes, yes, there's a bit of price to pay. before you get to where you want to get to. Yes, when you get to where you want to get to, then you can look at the fine print and all that. But I think in all this, he stands to gain because at least the brand is now
getting
picking
the
up
attention.
Yes, the brand is not getting the attention.
But is the attention positive or negative?
Well, sometimes it may begin not so positive.
Okay.
But he can spring a positivity on it. But me, I like his attitude.
Okay.
You know, the fact that he's been apologetic to Kaywa. He hasn't said
but
any...
still keeping to the script.
Yes. No.
No, what I mean is he's apologized, but for the script he's still keeping to it.
Those are the facts.
Is it?
Some underground go come face some.
Okay.
No, those are the facts. He's putting it out. And for the fact you can't do much about it, you can't polish it more than it is.
All right, thank you
so
so
for me,
much.
I like his attitude and his stance again. Move on, bro.
All right, Chief Chaff, thank you so much. We are closing for the day. And Jay Narcis PA says, Sammy, good morning. Maybe for all you know, the Legon show was lobbied for him to perform to boost his publicity. There might not be payment. There might not be any payment for that one. Jay, thank you so much for that message. Boss,
but I've spoken to him off
air. Okay.
Yeah, so the American is Mr. Kaywa. Ebia boy Yaw Berk afuno. What I say? Why am from so? Wafum no. Yes, wafum kwine. Yaw Berk afum kwine. The Mr. Kaywa was on fan channel because obi. But you are saying as a nipa no ten on if you want only ready so betina. What I say, and I will advise industry players, the radio presenters and the DJs and all that, they shouldn't take this thing personal. It has happening to me, like my artist. It has happening to Galaxy, and it is still affecting us. They shouldn't take some issue personal to themselves.
Is it you and Gideon of Harbour City?
Not me, but like Galaxy and Omu. Yes, that is the problem. You should they should just stay out of artist and management. Their job is to play songs.
Thank you. That's a good advice there. Galaxy Munye. Gabriel, your time is so. Yampon.
Yaw Berk. What's happening there? It's also sorrowful. Yes, but see, we are very, very emotional.
Exactly.
We are very, very emotional. Me, when I heard your first story, I didn't side with you. I'm being sincere with you. Yes, I didn't side with you, but you just have to.
Which first story did you hear that he slept in the bed back studio?
The mosquitoes and stuff like that. I didn't side with you. I felt
he was being ungrateful.
Well, not ungrateful, but I didn't expect him to come out
like that.
Especially with the excuse of mosquitoes in the studio. Yes, Ubenya malaria, fine. That is you and your. But I felt that it's not any big deal. You know. But see, you have to learn. That's what Kobiche is saying. You have to learn. The new preaching I have been telling the up and coming and every artist is, especially on interviews, you have to learn on how to come on for interviews. You get what I'm saying? Learn how to be interviewed. Learn how to answer questions when you are being interviewed. This is one of the key things every artist have to learn before coming out. Because see, something like whether you go up and down, whatever you get to twist you and bring something juicy out of you, he will do it. And so it's left to you to be able to respond to whatever he wants.
Yes, sir.
So learn and learn hard.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, Gabriel from GH Kasa. Yes, Yaw Berk, let me have your final message so we can wrap up, especially where we can get your songs.
Okay, so I'll say Ghanaians should just keep supporting. Like they support talent, they should just support talent. If you hear the vibe, you like it, just post it on and on. Let's do this. Yeah, that's all we know. We don't have anything in mind. All we want to do is to see the music going out there. So you can find Armed Robber out there on Google. Just search it, Yaw Berk Armed Robber. And you can get my songs on my platforms on SoundCloud as well. So SoundCloud, you just search Yaw Berk. You can follow so you can get any song I post up there. And then let's link up on social media as well. Yaw Berk _ YAWBERK _. on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. You can just search Yaw Berk. I'm there.
I see.
Thank you.
Just as you've regretted for talking about your boss and his activities in a certain way, have you also regretted talking about Becca's husband when you labeled him as not being romantic and not being fit for Becca? Have you also regretted that statement?
Oh, please. That was just a comment. I just passed the comment. Like, unlike how people make, how should I say it? Make fun on phone, like couple make fun on phone, post it and it's trending on Instagram. They weren't doing that. So I just passed a comment like, oh, why Jay-Z then Beyonce do it in the like with the C. So that was why I said that. So it's not like I was insulting or any kind of thing, Yeah, you see, like with this is a fella the medical.
I'm still finding it difficult to understand.
No, see, fella the medical.
So you think that you were not insulting them, but it makes the man also look bad.
I'm sorry, I apologize.
Because we say he's not romantic, he's older, and therefore he's not fit for Becca. So you are apologizing for that too. This year is your year of apology.
This year,
oh my goodness, Yaw Berk, bro. This is his year of apology. Anyway, interesting times here on. So what is the new management number? In case they say you me free back on it, it's your business line anyway.
0240 750.
Wait, they send your bond. That's a number. Send your body free.
You're off head now, maybe.
0240
750
109. Okay, so this is the new business line for Yaw Berk. You can call him right now for any gig at all. 0240 750 109. 0240 750 109. This is Yaw Berk's number. All right, so time is